So a lot of the focus of our time together is going to be on the right hemisphere. But I do want to give a shout out to the heart. And as we get deeper into the work, we will bring the heart more front and center, because it is a wise and intelligent and very intuitive organ that is also not as well understood. However, there is the HeartMath Institute, which Claire will post in the chat, that I want to invite you to explore. There is so much research that is being done on the heart, the capacities of the heart, the capabilities of the heart as this wise, intuitive organ that it will astonish you. And it'll make you really excited to learn more about this heart and to engage with your beautiful, spectacular heart. So here's just a few fun facts about your heart. The heart emits more electrical activity than the brain. I did not know this. The heart emits an electrical field 60 times greater in amplitude than the activity in the brain, and an electromagnetic field 5,000 times stronger than that of the brain. From the research at the HeartMath Institute, they concluded that intelligence and intuition are heightened when we learn to listen more deeply to our own heart. And since we are working to heighten our intuition, the heart is a very important player in this. So engage with your heart more often. This can be done with the simple act of putting your hands over your heart in a quiet moment and listening. If you are making a decision of some sort and you feel lost in it, because it's easy to get lost in the cognition and the thinking mind and the spinning of what ifness, come to the heart, tap into the heart, listen to the wisdom of the heart, engage that wise organ and let it lead you. These are just some things that I do that really support me in getting more clear, because the left thinking brain, as much as it is so necessary to carry us in our lives, it's sometimes not so great at making the ultimate decision that is in the highest interest of us. So engage with your heart, and we will be spending more time on that. So when we talk about channeling, we also have to talk about intuition. So what's that? What is intuition? Intuition is the voice of your spirit. It's your inner voice of wisdom. It's your deep knowing. And it resides in two primary places, as you've guessed, the right hemisphere of your brain and your heart. So talking about the two hemispheres of the brain for a little bit, because I really want you to have an understanding of how we work as a whole and integrated person. These two sides, they run very different tasks, and their narratives sound very different as well. So the left hemisphere is focused on the past and the future. It's also focused on our individuality. It's the side that will be inclined to compare us to others, see how we're measuring up, see what makes us different from others. It is focused on linear thought and problem solving. And that narrative that runs in the left brain that we can call the voice of ego can sound fearful. And when we do talk about ego, a lot of times that's the first thought that people, the first thing they connect to is, oh, that's a thought that creates fear or scarcity. The right hemisphere, which is what we are engaging when we channel, is the connection to consciousness, the consciousness of humanity, the consciousness of the universe. We're talking big stuff. It's creative, it's intuitive, and it's receptive. And so the right brain narrative often sounds like deep knowing and is more subtle.